Greetings commanders and welcome back to another Warpath video. My name is Eagle and we are finally back. I know it's been a while, but we are back with a brand new account. I've been looking for a while for a video or a guide that actually tells you how to get the best head start in Warpath. What are these badasses that are in the top 10 doing, and how are they actually gaining this amazing base skin when the elite commander? How do you get to 2.7 mil power in only 7 days? That seems to be impossible without spending tons of money. But in this video, we're going to tell you exactly how to do that with the most efficient way, only buying the highest value packages that you should buy and focusing on multiple other things and multiple other techniques. So stick around, because in this video, we're going to tell you exactly that. The first phase of this video is going to be the timeline. Basically, when you create a jumper account, and if you don't know what a jumper account is or you're not familiar with the term, I'll leave a video up here where I explain exactly how to do that. Now, in that video, we explain exactly all the mechanics of how to create a jumper account. So in this video, we're going to exactly tell you the timeline of that jumper account and the most important activities to do that in the first section. As you know, a jumper account, basically you have an item that's usually in the other section called a starter teleport. Now, a starter teleport or a beginner's teleport actually allows you to teleport to brand new servers that have opened just now, which means that if a new server opened either in your server or in another server, for example, if I'm right now in server 37, if that opened in 38, I can still teleport that there using the beginner's guide. However, there are two main conditions that you should abide to in order to actually be able to do that. The first one, your command center shouldn't exceed level 11, so it should stay at level 11. You can't actually make it level 12, otherwise you will lose your beginner's teleport. The second condition is that you only have 5 days until your beginner's teleport will expire, and basically you will lose it due to time expiration. So we have 5 days to make some stuff in a server and then teleport for that account to a brand new server and get some sort of a head start above everyone else by 5 days. Now, 5 days is kind of a risky time if we want to make it exactly 5 days. There are servers opening per day, but maybe sometimes only 3 servers or 2 servers, which makes it a bit risky for those servers to open exactly on the time that you want them to. So I wouldn't leave the beginner's teleport to the exact last day, but I would teleport on the 4th day. So I would leave just 1 day buffer just in case there are no new servers being opened, so that you don't have to get stuck in your old server and not be able to progress and be actually behind the timeline instead of being ahead of the timeline. The main two things that you should be doing in the first 4 days of that server is actually clearing all the fog and making sure you collect every single building and plundering stuff that are here in the map. So if you click on scout, you should be having a clear map like this one, nothing to be collected, no materials, no gold to be collected from this map. Once you have that in the first map, unfortunately, you will not be able to get the same thing in the second map or the second or your home server that you will be teleporting to. However, you will also be getting other goodies, which we are going to be talking about. However, sometimes jumper accounts can be lonely, and you might just end up in a server that you don't really like, or maybe they don't speak your language, you didn't find the best guild that you want, for example, and that can be actually frustrating because you've worked so hard on the account for the first 4 days, you've collected so many resources, you've spent so much time and effort on that account, but you didn't get the best server you want. And that's why we created a dedicated Discord server for our community. You can actually enter the Discord server from either the top comment below or the description. There's a free invite for everyone over there. We will have dedicated guides and dedicated channels for jumper accounts so that you can actually coordinate jumper accounts with your friends or just random people who would like to jump to a new server. So for example, server 38 just opened a day ago and there's a lot of jumpers over there. Now, coordinating that can be actually hard. So coordinating there on that specific server, you can jump with like 30 people, create your own alliance, and have all these experienced players who are very active communicators and very organized teleporting with you, which basically will allow you to get a very good head start, a very good alliance created for you guys, and maybe some officer positions in that alliance with all these goodies. We'll also be going to do some giveaways from the official Warpath. As you know, we are right now in the official content creation team. So very soon, we're going to be doing some giveaways, gold giveaways, all these goodies, premium items as well. So make sure to join in so that you can get all the action. The timeline right now is very clear. 4 days on the first server, and the rest will be in your home server after you teleport. But what exactly should you be your building path and your research path? What buildings should you focus on to upgrade first, and what research should you focus on to also upgrade first? So in terms of buildings, there are a couple of main buildings that you always should upgrade, especially in the beginning. So as you know, your command center cannot exceed level 12 in the first 4 days. That means it has to be stuck at level 11, and you can't upgrade it furthermore. My advice to you is actually try to make sure that all the other buildings are also at level 11. Some essential buildings for that are the research center, the engineering center, all your available barracks, the Air Force base, and the reason for that is because you wanted to hit level 13 as soon as you teleport to your home servers, and I'll tell you why in a second, and your first hangar so that you can get extra power. It's very important to focus on the barracks because these barracks will allow you to get more troops, which means that you will advance more in the campaign, which is one of the main things that you should be focusing on as well. Once you have teleported to your new home, you can actually further upgrade your command center to whichever level you can exceed. Once you upgrade the command center to a new level, there are a couple of certain buildings that you need to focus on as well. Always make sure that your engineering center, your research center, additionally your alliance office over here are always upgraded to the same level as your command center. Additionally, you should be focusing on at least 2 to 3 main barracks to make sure that they are also available at the same level as your command center, because your main troops or your main focus of units will be over here as well. Once you reach level 13, make sure to also hit Air Force Base level 13, and that will open up something called auto scouting. Because you know, you spend so much time trying to scout and clear the fog in the first area, you don't have that much time in the second one. So how about a free automated scouting pilot for you? So that was actually the building path. You will try to maintain that across your leveling up. And as you can see now, we are about 8 days into the game itself. We've actually teleported to our home server at 3 days because we had we wanted to find the good server for that, but that's completely fine. In terms of research, as you can see, we have 3 available researches, and that is because of the VIP level, which we're gonna be talking about in a second. But what your main focus should be is actually getting those collection trucks as much as possible. Once you have a collection truck available, you'll be able to collect more resources, which means that once you reach your new server, you will have more resources available for you to push as much level as you want, and you will need those a lot. Even though I did spend some money on this account, we're talking about around the realm of $100, and I will tell you exactly on which packages I did. I still need a lot of resources because your main spending at the beginning of the game should not be focused on resources at all, and that's why you will be missing a lot of resources. So you have to be very active collecting resources all the time, and collection trucks will always double your collection speed at first. So as you can see, this is basically my researches after exactly 8 days in the mix. We have also reached a 4th collection truck just today. So right now we're collecting with 4 collection trucks at research center level 18. Your military research should also be focused on getting those your troops to a higher level. Always make sure you're focusing first on the troops that either on the researchers that will progress your campaign or on the more troops that you have. So for example, if you have more troops of Martyr Watch camp, then focus on getting that first to a higher level so that you can progress more in your campaign. These ones are gonna be your threshold for the campaign because you need to get as high level in the campaign as possible so that you can gain more rewards regularly. Let's talk about, we've done with the buildings and structure, that is good enough for now. Let's talk about activities and events. As you know, throughout these periods, you will have some activities and events going on. One of the most important ones is jurisdiction. So jurisdiction is basically an event where you do your daily stuff, for example, build or research stuff, stuff, or even use your camp rewards or campaign, and you will be able to gain extra rewards depending on how much you do these as you collect points through this event. So make sure you are doing all your activities within the base around this, like whenever this event is actually giving you value, so that you would gain extra rewards and extra stuff. You can easily track the like kind of the schedule from over here, and you would know exactly when is the next event coming and what is exactly that event going to be. Additionally, there are going to be some events like Distract and Destroy. These will help you out a lot in gaining some extra like resources from bunkers and whatnot, and make sure that you're also focused on all these goodies over here. Additionally, the campaign is probably one of the most important things that you will be needing to progress through as well. As you can see, we've reached the last level in campaign chapter 3, which is quite amazing actually in just 8 days. Probably almost, if I try to do this right now, I'd probably beat it at this point and reach chapter 4, which gonna be pumping through a lot of supplies, as you can see on the left hand side over here, and that will help me out actually a lot in gaining a lot of rewards and ammunition, especially for my units, because this is what my unit roster is looking right now. It's looking really good actually. We have like 4 level 60 units and 1 unit that is almost level 50, which is kind of amazing, especially at only 8 days through this event. Now, you'll be wondering exactly, we are 2.1 million, almost 2.1 million. How exactly are we going to reach to 2.7 million? And the answer for that is I have over here over 235 like universal coupons, which I'm going to be spending across the next couple of days. Additionally, look at how many universal like pieces we have over here and here as well. Those are gonna pump our power all the way to 2.7 million because they are gonna upgrade our units a lot. However, I know exactly the roster that I'm looking for, and the roster, unfortunately, these units are not available right now in the camp. So if you go over here, you will not find any artillery units. The reason for that is because of the urban plan over here, that these units unlock at day 6 over here. As you can see, these units unlock over here, and at day 10 additionally there are new units that will be unlocking. So these units, I'm actually waiting for them. So this is basically the plan for now, and this is how we are gonna reach it. Let's talk about the 4th point, or the 4th section right now, which is the highest value packages. Which packages did I actually go for in this account? Like I spent $100, which packages like did I go for, and what is my path for the future for this account to get the highest value? Now, in terms of packages, the first package that will actually tackle you is the building milestone. As you can see, this is one of the main packages at the beginning of the game that will help you out a lot. And the reason why this package is very important is because of how much materials it does give you in early stage of the game, which will help you push your CC all the way to level 11 without even have like some extra materials, so that you can push it maybe to level 13 or 14 once you reach your home server. The next package that you need to also consider is secret weapons. This package is one of the highest values packages in the game, and the reason for that is because this package does allow you to get a 5-star tank, which is the Tiger, and it will help you out a lot, especially in the campaigns at the early stage of the game. The package that is actually afterwards is Indomitable Force, and this package is actually for officers. So once your officer reaches level 30, 35, 40, and 45 and above, so 5 levels after level 30, each and every single officer, we will be able to get this package over here. This is probably one of the highest values packages in the game right now. I do recommend everyone to buy it, even if you're a low spender tier, because of how like the amount of value you'll be gaining. Those rewards will definitely help you out to get your officers to like max level, like of course selective officers. The next package that I would definitely recommend, now this is definitely not a package that's available on a daily basis, however it's available on events. So if you see kind of a similar package to this at the time you're doing a jump, or you see like kind of an event, then definitely a jumper account is recommended, especially at this high level of kind of like value over here, because it does really give you a lot of value. This is only $1 over here, and it has multiple tiers. So this is the $2 tier, this is the $3 tier, and this is the $5 tier. As you can see, the value dramatically dropped over here. I still bought this one because I really like the collectibles kind of part, and I do like a lot the universal coupons that comes with it, and the universal speed ups as well. So I did go for this one eventually, but it was actually worth it because the value is kind of pretty high. The second one that I'm actually interested in, and I did go for it, is the 7-day yield package. This one, because you're already going to be extremely active at the beginning, like at this first kind of week for this event, then this is definitely one of the packages that is extremely recommended for you to get a lot of gold and a lot of VIP and overall a lot of goodies, especially the coupons as well. One of the packages that will help you out a lot in upgrading your units are Onslaught, which gives you a lot of ammunition. Additionally, it does give you some of these, like the ones that will give you a 5-star unit as well. And afterwards, you have the Unconquerable Power, which does appear once your units reaches a new milestone, for example, level 40 or level 60. The other one that we saw before appears when you reach a milestone in your campaign. So when you reach, like, for example, campaign level 20, you will be able to get one of those packages. These packages are kind of the medium spending tier, not the low spending tier, because they don't bring a lot of value. Like, eventually you will get ammunition and experience. However, if you're trying to get the highest value in the beginning of the game, then definitely I would recommend one of these packages over here. So that was it for the packages in terms of which ones are the highest value. Now let's talk about where to spend all the gold that you will be gaining from these packages. Now there are essentially two packages that I actually didn't mention over there because they are subscriptions rather than one-time thing, which are the Arms Deal and Power Play. Now Power Play package is only an exclusive package that you will get once you or you will be able to get once you reach VIP level 8. And believe it or not, we have reached VIP level 8 in only a week in this account, and the reason being is that literally every single ounce of gold that I did get is being poured into the VIP levels. I'm getting it all over here, and the reason for that is because I want all the speed ups and all the goodies that the VIP has to offer. Additionally, it does give me a lot of production space so that I can produce more and more like on a daily basis. Even when I'm asleep at night, I will have a more higher production space, especially at the beginning of the game, so that I won't waste any time in terms of production. I will get that maximum boost that I want in the early game. Now you can consider this as kind of a high spending tier if you calculate all the money, especially when it comes to Covert Masons or like the Army Power package over here. It does kind of cost like $50 on a monthly basis, which is kind of a lot. But if you do a subscription, that will be 6k gold on a daily basis. That will be around 180,000 gold on a monthly basis, which is a massive number, immense amount of gold. This is definitely medium to high spender tier, but if you're not looking for that in the early game, then I would definitely just go with the normal flow. You will still be able to get the 2.7 million power threshold and the base skin without this package or this one as well. I hope this video was comprehensive enough and it did help you out to gain a general idea of how to get to 2.7 million with the least amount of spending. We did spend $100 at the first week. I understand that's probably a lot of money for some people, but trust me, this account, I will not be spending anything more on it. Only the subscriptions that are available on a monthly basis, and that is about it. And the reason for that is because these packages are the only packages that I feel that are essential at the beginning of the game to get you to a level where you can actually progress and be at the top leagues as well. In order to remain at the top leagues for the long term, I do highly recommend the monthly packages and any event packages that are extremely high value, 3,000 value plus, those are also recommended. However, otherwise, I wouldn't recommend getting any of the other packages that are just, you know, the norms, especially these ones, the daily ones. For me, to be fairly honest, these ones aren't really gonna do it because they just don't have the value required for you to actually get them. I hope you did like this video. If you did, make sure to throw a like down there and consider joining the Discord and maybe subscribing to the channel as well. Sharing this video with your friends will help out a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll definitely see you on the next video.